and he had such an early gas. I really should have not went into Baneling Zergling because I saw he had such early gas. Basically, a good way to deal with that is just to take my expansion and then transition into roaches myself, actually. It's how you deal with that properly from a 14 pool.
Well, that was beautiful control, beautifully played. I was quite impressed.
Oh, well, thank you, thank you.
Your Baneling micro was almost as good as mine.
Indeed, one day I'll be as good.
Alright, so I'm going to hop up and play a couple. I'll let you yell at me for the next 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
Or 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes or so, and then we'll take some questions from folks watching the stream. If you have questions for Sheth, please email them to us, because I will not ask questions out of stream. One of my mods will put that email address up shortly.
Sounds great.
I will invite Shui. I will invite Aquanda. We'll give Aquanda a break, and we'll let Shui play.
Aquanda deserves a break. That was a pretty close game.
That was a great game. And Shui is not accepting my invitation, which makes me sad. So there might not be any break for Aquanda after all.
Poor Aquanda.
Alright, so Zelnaga Caverns, I'm probably going to open up Speedling Bane. Is it wrong to come into a game saying, hey, I'm going to open up this way?
It's wrong to have your whole game planned out. It's okay to have your early build order planned out, as long as if you see them doing something weird, you're prepared to change yours.
Okay.
Like, you don't want to go into a game thinking, I'm going to one-hatch Roach, and I'll just go from there, because what if they two-hatch Roach? That's perfect blind counter to yours.
Right.
You don't want to get into that situation. If you think, I'm going to go two-hatch Roach, what if they go something like a 9 pool, a 10 pool, it counters it fine, so...
Alright. Well, my short-term plan is going to be Speedlings. My mid-term plan is going to be react to him.
And I will say what I just said does not apply for Terran. Terran, early game, if you make a wall, you're fine. Do whatever build you want to. It'll work perfectly.
Oh, Terran. Such
I
a hard
joke.
race to play, right?
It is. It is. I've tried it. I'm not very good at it, to be honest. I have beaten some good players with Terran, though. Actually, the only game I've played Huck with Terran, I beat him with my Terran.
Against Huck?
Against Huck.
Wow.
I cheesed him, kind of. But it actually was like a 20-minute game. And it wasn't an early cheese, it was like a 2-base dropship harass play, which I guess isn't even cheese.
Oh, Terran.
At that point, I realized Terran was the race for me. No, I'm just kidding. That was actually the time when Trump had his stream, and it was so very popular, and I was caught playing Terran versus him once, and I told him, yeah, I'm switching to Terran, but I said it like sarcastically or something.
And then it blew up all over TL.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But that was also the time when Damog is like, screw Zerg, I'm playing Terran,
Yep.
and all the Zergs were like, we give up. Screw you, Blizzard, for making our lives hell. Excuse me for that. But,
How often do you talk to Didmaga these days?
not very often.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
He's one
I would
of my
like to.
favorite Zerg players to watch. I love his style.
He has learned the art of macro and ZvZ. He's awesome with it. Can't believe he came up with that Baneling bust build. Remember that tournament whenever he crushed everyone with it? One of the first EU Cups.
It's hard to believe that something that simple had to be contrived.
And it took so long. It wasn't until it was almost until beta was over, I think, before he came up with it. Maybe not. Maybe it was in like the middle of beta or something. The Muslim was like the first Terran who realized I can wall off with like barracks and factory.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. No one figured out how to beat it.
Alright, so at this point I'm kind of thinking I want to go Ling Bane, but I don't really know what he's up to. Should I wait until I see what he's doing to put down my Baneling Nest, or is it okay to go ahead and put it down now?
I would recommend throwing it down a little, maybe like 2 seconds now-ish, and just watch what your Zerglings see and be prepared to cancel it. Like, don't let his Zerglings distract you from scouting his base.
Right.
That's the main important thing. Maybe take 4 of yours back and send 2 to scout, or just attack with your 4, but make sure you have enough back at home to deal with it. And just if you see roaches, you can cancel it. If you see nothing, keep it going, and then you can pressure them at an early time.
So I'm feeling good about this.
Okay.
And this next Overlord should be at what, 23?
I like 22, but 23 is fine too. They're both very similar. I definitely have tried to kill a few drones there.
Yeah?
But it's difficult micro though. So I mean, it could have backfired.
I was just going to wait for the banelings.
Yep, that's actually works really fine too.
Oh no! Cost effective?
Perhaps. I'm not actually sure. I think so though. Is costs equal maybe? Now it's kind of being Borderlands. But you have ruined what he wanted to do. So in that sense you're ahead because you control the map.
So am I being wrong to keep on the pressure here? Oh, the spine crawler, yeah.
No, I mean you're doing okay. He doesn't have that much units there. You've seen it. I would even be pressuring in here before he gets those banelings up, if that's what he's doing. I don't know if I would have attacked the spine crawler. I might have just passed it by and went to the drones. Like you saw that you had some really red drones.
Yeah.
If you just want to hit them, you know, that's all you have to do. It's so amazing. But at this point now. Actually, let me put it to just your vision because I feel bad because I have had it at both visions.
I do feel like I'm miles and miles ahead.
You just want to be careful here.
Not miles and miles.
Now is an okay time to expand and drone or do whatever you want
exactly
to.
What I'm going to be doing here is expanding.
Yeah, I mean, if you get those queens, oh wow. Go for the drones. Go for the drones. Get the one hit on the drones.
Oh,
At this
shit.
point. Oh. That was really close.
That's right.
Now you need to be defensive here.
Yeah, and I'm actually making drones, which is bad.
Definitely. But it's okay. Hopefully he'll go for that expansion first or something. And your drones are healing slowly. Try and keep your queen out in front, though. And realize that he is making 2 banelings, but you saw 2 zerglings go back. I would go ahead and suggest making a few banelings myself, yep. Now just use all your drones to attack right away, I would suggest. And then put them back on. Not on gas. There you go. Perfect. Now you do have an expansion up, so you can make lings there. If you want to. If you want to keep putting the pressure on. C is also expanding.
Yeah, I do want to keep the pressure on, for sure.
Okay, I think that's a good move. I would keep spitting though, because we do have the minerals to use. Watch out for banelings there. We don't want to get too overeager.
Ah, damn it! Stay out of control.
That's okay. You're doing okay. Just watch your lings here. You don't want to be losing them. Alright. Alright, you're in good shape. Now is actually a really good time to throw down a roach horn if you wanted to. Because you're ahead. Or you can go for the kill. I mean, there are two ways of doing it. Here's definitely where you're going to want to have a few roaches out soon to deal with his banelings.
Do I want to make banelings to kind of be defensive, or do I want to make spine crawlers, or I just want to wait till roaches?
I would definitely wait till roaches, or make a few banelings at your base and bring your army back. Wouldn't try and be aggressive here.
I'll take that trade.
Maybe even leave a few of your lings at his expansion, because he isn't being that he isn't attacking with the roach baneling composition. And just you want to be prepared for some sort of like one base roach all-in timing. That's my imagination of what he's doing. So I would even start my lair, and then just make sure you're not get overload caps, get that second queen up, and then just steadily produce roaches. That'd be my opinion. Try and prevent him from expanding. Maybe make an overseer when you can to scouts. Does that all sound pretty intelligent? Or what's going through your mind? I'm sorry. I'm such a bad coach.
You're a coach, man. At this point, I would probably do what you're saying. Transition in +1 roach.
+1?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that a bad plan, do you think?
It's not a bad plan by any means.
Is that round of drones a bad plan?
No. I think you're in the right. You want to get a higher economy than him for sure.
Well, he's kind of walling off. Makes me think maybe he's going to do some sort of silly tech.
It's quite possible. Maybe even make a third queen. It's probably not a bad idea. Get that, or you could get that evolution chamber just to even throw down a spore crawler. You want to be watching there right there. There's feelings trying to see what you're up to. Yeah. Gets all the kills. Yes, 2 heroes are going. Alright, and at this point, what's going through your head?
It's got to be something silly, like. So I'm just gonna make units until he secures an expansion, because I don't feel like he can win unless he expands.
Okay.
Yep, and it is mutas.
Okay.
So I know for sure.
What are you going to do to counter this?
I was going to make an Evo chamber, but it's not there for some reason.
Alright.
So I guess I'm going to crank out queens.
I'd recommend you put all your queens together right away. And I would recommend stop spitting. And I'd also recommend probably attacking with your roaches.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I wasn't sure.
Alright, you're doing fine. Doing what you need to do. And here you want to just be making drones, I would recommend.
Holy crap, this is doing so much damage.
Yep, but that's okay. Your roaches will, do a little bit of pressure on him. He is losing a lot of mutas. And those roaches could do a lot of damage here. It's definitely a viable option. Don't be afraid to go and attack that spine crawler again. It's something you can do. Just try and get those drones would be my optimum opinion while making your own drones. I'm sure you feel the same. Now, I really would like to see you kill that spine crawler too. Ironically. Now it might be a little bit too late, but oh, there you go. Nicely done. So it's going to be something that'll help you transition into later game. And again, just gotta make sure we don't die here. I recommend keeping all your queens together still for this point. Until we have those spore crawlers up at your natural, that is. And then just, what's your plan from there, if I might ask?
Just make roaches and get infestors eventually.
Okay.
He's starting to get quite a few mutas, though. Makes me nervous.
Okay. We have the queens, though. You have the technology. It's good. It's what you need to be defensive here. and I'm sure we have a drone lead here because those roaches did so much damage.